Good evening and welcome to our final night honouring Merle Oberon as TCM Star of the Month. I'm Alicia Malone and tonight's lineup consists of Merle Oberon films filled with high stakes. We start with an international thriller directed by Jacques Tourneur. From 1948, it's Berlin Express. With a screenplay by Harold Medford based on a story by Kurt Siodmak, Robert Ryan stars as an American agricultural expert, Robert Linley. He teams up with an English teacher, played by Robert Coote, a French secretary, played by Merle Oberon, and a Russian officer, played by Roman Topero, to rescue a kidnapped German peacekeeper, played by Paul Lucas. This idea came from an article in Life magazine about an army train travelling through a Russian-controlled part of Germany after World War II. The four main characters represent the Allied countries, which, in peacetime, have to set aside their feelings about the war to save a German. Producer Burt Granite enlisted the US Army to film in Germany, making this the first American feature shot in post-war Europe. You'll see footage of the real aftermath of the war filmed in Paris, Frankfurt and Berlin. And because of this, Berlin Express has been called a noir documentary, with producer Burt Granite saying this film couldn't have been made without going on location. "We could never have made the picture," he said, "if we had to duplicate the ruin and devastation of Germany. I figure we got about $65 billion worth of free sets." Behind the lens was cinematographer Lucien Ballard, who was hired at his wife, Merle Oberon's insistence. She divorced producer Alexander Korda in 1945 and married Ballard the same year. From 1948, this is Berlin Express. Berlin Express actually filmed several scenes on location in Paris, France, Frankfurt, Germany, and Berlin, Germany, capturing documentary-style footage of real bombed-out buildings. This was no easy feat. It was difficult to find film equipment in Europe after World War II, and it's said that Billy Wilder had to wait until this film was finished before he could use the same equipment to shoot A Foreign Affair. And filming in Germany so soon after the war had a big impact on Robert Ryan, who witnessed the horrific aftermath and went on to become an anti-war advocate. The cinematographer capturing all of this was Lucien Ballard, who by this point was married to our Star of the Month, Merle Oberon. They had met on the set of The Lodger from 1944, and Oberon was impressed with him and the way he captured her beauty. This was an RKO Radio Pictures production, the new studio home of Merle Oberon. She signed a contract with them in 1947, and next we'll see the first film she starred in for RKO, which also had Lucien Ballard behind the camera. So stay tuned after the break to see Oberon with Dana Andrews, Ethel Barrymore and Hoagie Carmichael.
Next on TCM, Night Song. Then the Lion Has Wings. And later, Deep in My Heart. We've got it bad for Merle Oberon tonight.